An incredible story of survival. 4 children, siblings aged 1 to 13 years old, were found alive in the Amazon jungle 40 days after the plane they were travelling in with their mother and 2 adults crashed. All of the adults were killed in the accident, forcing the children to fend for themselves. Their disappearance sparked a massive search operation involving more than 100 Colombian special forces and dozens of indigenous scouts. The children's father says the 4 siblings were able to survive because of their upbringing as indigenous people and their connection with nature.
We are indigenous people. I believe in the jungle, which is our mother. And that's why I've always kept the faith and would say that both the jungle and nature have never betrayed me.
The 4 children were recovering in hospital in Bogota, and that's where journalist Stefano Pozzebon joins me now live. Incredible story. As I understand it, their mother suggested that they should go and try to get help before she died, and they somehow managed to survive in that very thick jungle.
Yes, Max, it's a story that frankly is almost beyond belief if you think how hard and difficult the Amazon terrain, the Amazon rainforest is as a place to move around. Here in Bogota, since the children were recovered and were brought to the hospital just behind my back to receive medical treatment, we've seen and heard more details about how they were able to stay alive. I'm actually here, Max, with an Army general, the Air Force general. General Sanchez is the head of some of the special forces who were in charge of this operation. I'm going to ask him, General, you were telling to me that you think the children moved around the forest for almost 20 kilometers for those 5 weeks. Is that right? And how do you think that impacted the search and rescue operation?
When we analyze the evidence, we conclude a logical pattern that the kids use or go through the jungle, go to the rainforest. With that analysis, and when we compare the place where we searching, we said, oh my goodness, we were very close to them. Just only maybe 100 feet, maybe the same day, or maybe one day before or after, but we are very close. Why we didn't find them? One reason is the jungle is very complicated. The trees are very close, it's very dense. So if you see, you can only see at 60 feet, because behind from that distance, it is impossible to find someone. Additionally, the rain, 16 hours per day, is only raining. That rain inhibits the capability to hear where the kids were.
So, Max, this just gives you an idea of the extraordinarity of this story. Just the idea of 4 children. One of them is only 1 year old. The other are 4, 9, and 13 years old, being able to survive in the middle of the rainforest. And the general just explained how unhospitable, how hazardous that region of Colombia is, with 16 hours of rainfall and a thick vegetation that doesn't allow you to see for further than some 50 meters, maybe 100 feet, the general said. And still, they were able to stay alive, and against all the odds, they were found safe, rescued, and are here just in the hospital just behind my back, and finally with their family. Max?
Yeah, and all credit as well to that amazing rescue operation led by him as well. Thank you, Stefano, in Bogota.